Yeah, next video I want to make is going to be gaming related. I'd like to play more games, maybe with friends. I'd love to do that.
Basically on the same note.
Yeah, next video I'm making is going to be gaming related. Might want to do a gaming video with Gabby, maybe, but yeah,
No,
it's a yes? Okay. So those were some goddamn lies. Hi everyone, my name is Jofun, and yes, this is not a gaming video. This was totally intentional, I swear. But anyways, hi everyone, my name is Jofun, and this video is about art. So this is gonna be for me and all of my artist brethren out there. So hi guys, what's up? Yeah. Get the hell out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Anyways, to all of my artist brethren out there, I'm just gonna mention this like right here and right now. This is technically my first full-length art video I've actually ever done, really. Now, I know my Hayo I'm Jofun video kinda counts, but it's more so just storytime animated than anything else. Now I say animated in quotation marks because it's not technically animated, but whatever. The drawings are still moving around, so it kind of counts. I mean, that's literally the definition of what animation means. But anyways, I'm honestly really surprised that it took me this long to make an art video. I don't know, man. I guess I was too busy making random videos for my family and spent 5 of those months on my introduction video, but hey, you live and learn. Now, if you know me, or if you've just seen me for my videos, or if you've never seen me at all in your entire freaking life, then that's fine. Cause this over here is my persona. This guy. Who is just me. That's just me, Jofun. Now to my non-artist fellows, if you're watching this and you don't really know what the hell I'm talking about / referring to, then don't worry, I got you, homie. A persona, as what us artists like to refer to them as, they're basically a mascot for your brand. Think storytime animator, an artist like a PNG tuber, or maybe you can also think like a VTuber if you really want to go there. I mean, basically. But yeah, they're basically a mascot for your brand, where an artist puts in many of their loves and tastes into a design, where they get to represent themselves online or just when they draw for themselves, you know? Just a little guy that comes up from their little brain of theirs to a piece of paper, and where the set artist says to themselves, oh yeah, this dude is so me right now. So why am I telling you this, you may be thinking? I mean, you probably aren't thinking that because that's literally the topic of this video, and you've read the title. I'm assuming you've read the title. Well, I think so you can have a little bit more of an understanding. We're gonna have to go back in time to February 2026. So back in February of 2026, which is literally a month from when I'm writing the script, holy crap, time moves so quickly. I uploaded a Chinese New Year video that me and my sister Gabby worked on together. You should watch that video. Me and her had a real fun time editing it. Well, besides the fact that there was this one part near the start of editing the video where I was crashing out so hard trying to figure out how to do this one stupid thing, but hey, that's besides the point right now! After we uploaded that video, I knew that I wanted to make something gaming related. Now, the game that I wanted to play and make a video about with some special guests was supposedly gonna update in late February or early March or something. And by the time I'm writing the script, the game has still not updated yet. And because I knew of this supposed information, I decided that I wanted to be a smartass about it and tried thinking ahead of time to work on another video that I also wanted to do. Okay, this is gonna be spoilers on the topic for my next art video, but who the hell cares, really? Not a lot of people watch my content, and most people who watch them are family members and acquaintances I know in real life. Yeah, I see you. I know who you are. But anyways, the video that I wanted to do at the time for my first art video was the 10 or 20 art style challenge. You all know and love it. An art challenge which consists of an artist drawing their persona or one of their original characters in 10 or 20 art styles. All art styles coming from games, animated shows and movies, anime, manga, comics, other artists, and so much more. There's a lot to take inspiration from, I can't even list all of them. Really, art styles that inspire an artist in many ways to the point they want to draw themselves or their own little characters in them. Now, I've really been wanting to do this challenge back in around mid to late 2025, so yeah, this video is still in the making for a good long while now. But at this point, I decided that this was gonna be the time I finally did it. Oh, if only I knew. So before I actually did the challenge, I wanted to get a feel of how I wanted my video to be formatted and get inspired by binging a bunch of videos of said topic and writing down art styles I wanted to draw as I made my way through. And while I was watching the 3rd or 4th video of the 9 I gathered to watch, I had the thought in my mind, you know, actually, I don't really think that I like my persona anymore. I don't know, the design is getting a bit boring for me and it's a bit too simple to draw 20 art styles in. Maybe I should just get to work on evolving my persona instead. So after I had that really inconvenient revelation that I'm actually getting bored of the current design I have now, I decided to get to work doodling some ideas on my sketchbook. Now, I want to be clear that this is not a how to make a persona video. If you really like to know, then just watch a bunch of videos of the topic made by people who are better artists than me. And that's not really a jab at myself. These people are factually better at art than me, and they know what they're talking about most of the time. These were the first doodles I did for the redesign, and as you can see from the date I wrote down, it is February 7th of 2026. And over here I was testing out some different glasses, eyes, clothes, and ears for myself right here. I kept the head shape I already had because I already think it looks good enough. I kept the eyes and the hair I usually draw myself with. By the way, I want to say this, and I honestly hope I get to keep my word for like many years to come, so let me say it. I am not changing this hair, and not even for a while, at least I hope so. You might be wondering, why does my hair look like this? And I think back when I was drawing way more back in 2020 during the pandemic, and in the rare instances where I draw myself because I usually just draw my plushies, I drew my hair like this. Now, I only have a current drawing of mine as reference because when I was younger, I think I threw away some of my old drawings. For some reason, I don't know, I think it was because I was running out of space, which, please don't do that if you're a beginner artist or your space is running out, please don't do that, okay? Even if you may think your drawings are quote-unquote bad, that doesn't mean you should throw them away. Because if you throw away some of your old art, then you'll lose a fond memory of yours. Like, even though they may look a bit crappy and not good, they're still precious memories and have sentimental value to them. Like, come on, imagine the payoff you'll get from looking at your old drawings when you're older and where you've gone at a place where you're better at art. Sure, you'll cringe at them, but you'll also have a sense of accomplishment at how far you've come at art, you know? And even if you're at a point in life where you don't really draw anymore, wouldn't it just be nice to look back on them fondly? Because they're still memories. A memory where you probably forgot that you even drew this illustration in the first place until you look back at it like, oh my gosh, I remember this drawing now. I remember when I drew this when I was younger. I get the feeling like that a lot when I look back at my old drawings, and I kind of want artists to feel that same way as well. So if you're a beginner artist, or if you're just an artist in general, and you think you should throw away your old drawings, please don't do that. Sorry for the little side tangent. I just kind of didn't like the fact that I threw away some of my old drawings. There's like this one comic I had that was unfinished, but I literally worked really hard on it, and it's now gone because I threw it away. I don't know, there's nothing I can do anymore, but yeah. But yeah, the reason why I drew my hair like this when I was younger was so that I could replicate how my hair looked like during that age. And for some reason over time, it just kept growing and growing until it got here. And I still honestly really like the design. I mean, come on, it looks stupidly funny, which is literally just me. It's recognizable, and it makes for a great silhouette. So I ain't changing it. I don't know why I just thought of this. I remember this one little like conversation and like thing my dad told me a few years back. I think it was back in like 2023 or 2024. But he said that my persona's hair looked like Guile from Street Fighter, which, yeah, I kind of see. The big difference is that I'm not blonde, but you know. Anyways, there's also these doodles where I drew... Ew. Look, I love the Muppets and I love Kermit, but like that does not look good, bro. But everything else looks fine, honestly. I haven't really drawn the negative that much, but I think this little doodle of him I worked on, I think it works well as a design, so I'm definitely gonna have to work more on his design as a whole, but I think this looks fine so far. And the type of drawing you see over here is basically the design I'm working with right now. Okay, so at this point, I didn't really know where to put the ideas I had in my head, until I watched this video by the very talented artist Rajoden, who I'm subscribed to, where she talked about redesigning her persona. I've seen this video many months ago, back when it uploaded in November, but I wanted to watch it again just so I could get some inspiration. This video is very good, so you should probably check it out if you want some inspo. I'll put it in the description. And during one part in her video, she talked about her sponsor, Melanote, which is a free online bulletin board where you can put your ideas in. Okay, now this video is not sponsored because... But honestly, I'm being super for real right now. Every time a YouTuber has an ad, I usually skip it, which is kind of the norm nowadays. When, you know, YouTubers have ads, you usually skip them. But every time an artist I'm sub to, or even an artist I don't really watch to that much, has Melanote as their sponsor, I actually watch their ads fully, which was kind of weird. I don't know, I think I found Melanote interesting at the time, but didn't really want to install it because I didn't really know what to do with it. So when I had the thought of where to put my ideas in, I thought of Melanote. So yeah, these are some of the artists that I watched who got Melanote as a sponsor at some point. So yeah, you guys slowly got me into Melanote, and all I want to say to you guys is thank you all for that. I signed in Milanote and got started by making this board of my persona's current design, where I put a crap ton of drawings. Like, look at this. My Vocaloid drawings are here for some reason. I don't know, I thought it looked cool and it kinda does, honestly. I also put in a couple of notes in this board, which I will read to y'all right here. I overall really like my art style when I draw in a sketchbook. My main problem is that I'm so rough with the paper to the point I end up ripping it a couple of times. I'm gonna have to practice on not subconsciously taking my anger on the paper, and I would also like to transfer this type of art style I use when I draw in a sketchbook and evolve it into my digital illustrations. One of the first, if not the first drawings of this design I drew back in around September of 2023, and the first sighting of the negative I drew back in around late 2023, most likely around November. This was back in around November of 2023. The negative was a weird subconscious thought I had that I wanted to draw for some reason. It was weird. He just appeared in my mind randomly when I was thinking of a comic idea that never came to fruition. I gave him my persona's silhouette with the hair. I made him a bit noticeably taller than how my persona was back in the day. I gave him 6 long, jagged, twisted, disproportionate arms and gave him these sharp and big-ass feet. He's kinda changed a bit throughout the years, but his main core has always stayed the same. A drawing I did back in February of 2025 for 1 year of Orb's Discord server. Rip to that server, by the way. I mean, it's technically dead at this point. I think I did a pretty alright attempt at coloring like Orb, but even though I think I did alright with this piece at best, I will say this: I would definitely want to experiment more with colors, shading / rendering, and so much more. A drawing I did back in January 28th of 2026 before I got bored and decided that this design was lame. Some doodles I did back in February 7th of 2026 where I decided to give my persona elf ears, and a few doodles I did back in February 12th of 2026 where I landed on the design for the head. So anyways, that was the Milanote board I worked on. I honestly had a really nice time working on it and I'm pretty proud of it, so I'd recommend Milanote if you're creative like me. And while I was working on this board, I wanted an example for the first time I actually used this design, so I looked through my old sketchbooks and drawings and found out that I've been using this design for 3 whole years. While I know that this looks pretty different from how my current design is now, it's still basically the same core elements, but throughout the years I would slowly and minutely change them to how my design is now. So here's a whole section on that. So here they are side by side. As you can see, the hair is a bit more rambunctious and floofy, the head shape and the ears are a bit more rounded I suppose, the shirt's way more wavy and it's not tucked in the pants like the current one. I don't have a drawing glove on my right hand cause this was way before I had my Wacom. I have these shorts on instead of some long pants action, and I'm wearing house slippers here cause I used to wear these types of slippers a lot when I was younger, and I still kind of wear house slippers but not like this though. And now here are my changes. Around the very start of 2024, I started drawing the pupils on my characters into these rounded rectangles instead of just like these regular round ovals. And I also gave myself a fang around this time because it looks cool. I mean, it still looks cool, so that's why I'm still keeping it. When my dad bought me my Wacom tablet back in around May of the same year, and after a couple of months of drawing with it, I had the decision to give my persona longer pants in this drawing of me and my siblings I did back in June. And the biggest thing about 2024 is that the negative started appearing way more in my mind, so I kept drawing him with my persona and ended up making him a main part of my design whenever my persona feels strong negative emotions. In April of 2025, I started drawing the collarbones on my characters, and finally, in mid-2025, I made my shirt tucked into these longer pants that I wear. And those are basically all of the changes I made throughout those 3 years, so yeah, you can definitely tell that I really need a change with this guy. Okay, now that I'm this long into the video, I'm actually gonna do the thing and start talking about what I did to change up my persona's design. So without further ado, let's go. So while I was in the mid/late process of making my Milanote board, I started work drawing on my sketchbook. And now I'm just gonna be talking about a bit of my thought process and about the decisions I made while making this new design. So when I was working on this new design for my persona, I actually really wanted to take notes from other artists and actually try out some fundamentals of character design that many people use, like shape theory, color theory, and giving him distinct features and proportions, aka giving him a noticeable silhouette. You know what I'm talking about. So for the little shape theory, I did this little test over here to see how many circles, squares, and triangles are in my current design. And as you can see, yeah, that's a bunch of triangles there, especially in my negative form, which makes a lot of sense honestly, because triangles are usually signs of unpredictability, strength/power, and speed. Most of the time they're portrayed as a character in many pieces of media. Also, I'm literally 100% Cinderace!
That was a green screen effect.
And now I'd like to ask you this, dear viewer. Basically, the first existential question you've had since you were a toddler. What is your favorite color? 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, you said it? Well, it doesn't matter because I have no idea what you just said. But whatever your favorite color is, I'm sure it's really lovely. Hey, can you guess what my favorite color is? Green? How in the world did you guess that? But yeah, green has been my favorite color for a good long while now, so of course I'm definitely not changing that. But I did put in a bit more color, and I also got a better shading / rendering style to it, so yeah. Where was I again? Oh yeah, I'm actually gonna start listing out the things I want with this design so you can understand where I'm coming from as well. We cool? Okay, we cool. The first thing I want with this design, which is an obvious thing for anybody here obviously, I definitely want it to be more fun than my current persona. Cause look at him. He looks boring as hell. Look at these doodles I did back in February as an example. I literally said to myself after drawing these, oh, this design looks crap. Okay, maybe I also felt like that because I was tired while drawing these and also that my drawing wasn't on point that day, whatever that means. I want my persona to at least resemble me, like, just a teeny bit as how I look in real life as well. Just a teeny bit. Mostly with what clothes I wear and some cute little nods or thingies that I don't really know, really, but yeah. It's probably just apparent right now, but I've always liked the fact that my persona at least resembled me just a little bit. Look, I don't have this Guile hairstyle. I mean, I've never had this hairstyle ever, but it still fits, you know? It just kept growing, but it just still fits me, I guess. Now, to all artists who are a bit stumped and don't know what to do when making a persona, don't worry, been there many times. I know I said this isn't a how-to make video, but I'll still say this. Even though I like my little dude to resemble me, that doesn't mean you should do the same thing I'm doing either. Because you as an artist have the creative freedom to make your persona look however you want them to look. So yeah, just remember the most valuable part of this process is to just have fun with it. Forget Weeball if you catch my drift. You can either make them as similar to how you look in real life as possible, or you can make them look nothing like you at all, as I wrote down in this board I made for my new design. Artists can either make their personas look as similar to how they look in real life as possible, or they can make them as non-related to how they actually look, with personas in their core being how an artist views themselves by adding in their likes and tastes into a design that works for them, either by making them look like their idea of selves, an anthropomorphic animal, a mythical / eldritch creature, or a robot / device thingy. The possibilities are literally endless with how you can make a persona. It just so happens that I chose to try and make my persona more closer to how I actually look, but definitely adding in some fictional elements. So let's see those real and fictional elements, shall we? Yippee! Here's the little mock-up I drew of what I want my persona to look like. As you can see, I didn't change my hair because of course I didn't. I gave him some new glasses because these glasses don't make any sense at all. Like, what is this? I don't even know how I came up with this. Why did I don't know. I also gave them red temples like how they are in real life. This is probably gonna be updated very soon. I don't really know when I'm gonna get new glasses, honestly. I gave him more neck detail and I drew him with this little neckline thingy. I don't really know what they're called, but it looks cool. And now I have eye bags because my sleep schedule is terrible. I mean, yeah, I'm homeschooled, so yeah, that's why. And by far, the biggest changes I did were changing his outfit like his pants and giving him a full-blown sweater. And probably one of the bigger changes I did, I gave him little cute pointy elf ears. Why? Well, here's the reason for that, dear viewer. With the random elf ears I gave my persona, I got the idea to give myself elf ears while I was binging 9 videos on the topic, the 10 to 20 art style challenge, for a video I'm gonna be working on. The 3rd or 4th video I watched was from the artist The Starfish Face, who I've heard and seen thumbnails of their videos before I was even thinking of making an art style challenge video. I've never actually watched their videos before this, but when I saw the persona, the cute elf ears that they had really interested me into giving my persona a similar pair of ears. And now they're gonna be on my design for a good long while now, so thank you very much for the idea, The Starfish Face. Now, this is technically my persona's new design, but don't worry, there's still more, alright? There are some small things I did change about him, but right now it's time to draw him digitally on my PC, and it's time to finally change my channel's profile and banner. Okay, hi-ho there. So this whole section over here, it's just gonna be me talking over my speed paints of me drawing my personas, new stuff, like my new profile picture, like and my new banner, and just like my whole character sheet as well. Fair warning, these time lapses are pretty flashy, these speed paints, because you know artists usually zoom in and out so they can see more detail of the drawing and stuff, but I zoom in and out of my drawings a lot. I do it like all the time when I'm drawing, so that ended up making the time lapses, you know, fairly flashy. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just putting in a warning there. You should probably either just skip to the end of the video where I'm talking, or you should probably just like maybe do something else while you're listening to this, who knows. Oh yeah, also here's Gerson over here drawing or writing down with this music. My brother did this, so yeah, the music choice he did for like this specific part of the video was all him, not me. So yeah, if you're even here at all, honestly. Now with my persona, I did give him some new stuff. Not a lot, but there were some things that I did actually like to add. The first new thing I added into this design is with the sweater here. As you can see, I actually made it so that the right sleeve of the sweater is like folded all the way up to the elbow. One reason for this is so I could show off the drawing glove more fully, and the main reason was so that it could show asymmetry and like inconsistency, because oh boy, yeah, I'm pretty inconsistent in real life. My mood varies, especially with me and my brother. My mood changes from like, you know, really happy to like, oh my gosh, I'm terrible. But yeah, as you can see, boom, my new profile picture. I really like it, so yeah. But anyways, as I was saying, my mood varies a lot, you know, just basically varies all the time. It's kind of just like, one minute you feel like you're on top of the world, the next minute you feel like nobody will ever love you. That's kind of what I'm talking about. Yeah, I know, I made a Beetlejuice reference. I'm still really into that show. I still love it so much. But anyways, I also gave him earlobes, which, by the way, I'm being so for real right now. I actually discovered that I really wanted to put earlobes on my character's design because, you know, I have them in real life, of course. But I was just like, you know what, I think this would look better. But the thing is, actually, I drew the earlobes and I had the realization that I wanted to draw the earlobes right after I drew every single one of these like little things for my channel. So yeah, I ended up having to like redraw every single one of them, but with earlobes, so that like took like 20 minutes off my life. Wow, I don't know what is wrong with me, but yeah. Since I'm just yapping about like random topics for this video, just for like this specific section of the video, and I wanted to say the things that I wanted to say, I ended up like having a full-on list of things that I wanted to say in this like whole part over here. So so I don't forget, I guess. I'm gonna be doing a little life update here. Ever since my New Year's video where I just yapped and talked about like my New Year and stuff, and you know, me making my Chinese New Year video with me and my sister, like that whole Chinese New Year special where we baked and stuff. I've been doing pretty good, I guess. I wouldn't say like great, but you know, I wouldn't say like that bad at all. There were some times where I felt actually terrible, but so far this year hasn't been the worst. By the time I'm recording this, it is the 24th of April, which holy crap, it's already been that long. I'm like, how? It's already gonna be like already halfway into the year, which is actually insane. I seriously don't know how, but yeah, this year hasn't been, you know, the worst. You know, it's just been a bit more weirder than I thought it would. I've made friends with my brother's friends, like he's been friends with for a while. I still you know, need to learn how to socialize better. I seriously need to, because like sometimes I say things that are like out of pocket and maybe inappropriate for some instances and stuff. I really suck at that. I guess I'm just gonna have to work on that. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's getting a bit better now, but yeah, I don't know. Another life update, I've been feeling a lot more creative than usual. Like, I am overall a creative person, right? I like to draw, I like to make videos, I like to do this and that, but like I am feeling way more creative than I usually am, and that kind of pisses me off. Wanna know why? Because I wanted to make a bunch more new videos of like what I want to do. I want to do art related content, or like just art in general. I want to freaking do this and that. I even want to make a whole like personal website so you get to like see like and know me better, even though I have my little channel. I also want to make a personal website so I can also start out doing commissions. That's something I want to do. I want to start out doing commissions. But the thing is, I've been so focused working on this video that like it's been taking a toll on me, where I'm just like, oh god, I really want to do this, but I can't because I'm working on the video right now. I really hope I can get this video out as soon as possible after I record this, so you know, I can do all this other stuff that I want to do, especially working on like my website and maybe commissions and stuff. I want to learn how to do commissions. I want to take them because my parents said to me and my siblings that like by the age of 17 we need to learn how to make our own money and stuff. I'm not 17 yet, but you know, I want to try at least. Maybe around this year I want to try doing commissions. I do have two big problems with that. First big problem is I don't know how I would do payment. I don't know where I would like ask someone, like I don't know, like, oh, how much would this drawing be? How much would this drawing be? And how would I get the money from the person, from said client and stuff? So I'm just like, that's something I'm confused about, even though I've watched a bajillion videos about it. And secondly, the biggest problem is that I barely have a following. That's the biggest problem. I barely have any subscribers. I only have like 101 or 102. And I'm assuming that those 101 people are not gonna buy a commission from me. I swear to God, like either my family pays me to like draw them something. I swear they're just going to ask for caricatures of them and not like anything else, which is fine. I guess it would be fine because I am trying to maybe want to practice learning how to draw actual people, but I'd like to draw characters that people like. That'd be cool, or maybe someone's OC or something. But anyways, yeah, I want to do commissions, you know, mainly so I can make my own money and also so I can buy things I want, because I don't want to freaking ask my parents all the time to buy this for me because I'm already spoiled enough. So that's what I want to do. I want to make my own money so I can actually, I don't know, buy merch from like games and shows that I like. So yeah. Oh yeah, the game I'm gonna be playing, the game I wanted to play with my friends and like make a video about, and the game I was talking about in the start of the video, it's actually gonna update on the 25th of April. So yeah, that's cool, I guess. Wow, I got this video out at the time it's gonna come out, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I hope I can play it, and I hope I can, you know, edit and stuff and draw for it, and yeah. But anyways, as you've been seeing from the time lapses slash speed paints, you can see that I actually basically have a new shading slash rendering style over here. It's a bit outdated in these drawings specifically, but it's still pretty much the basis of it. It's just me blending the colors together to make it look more painterly and stuff, and I really like it. It's like really nice, even though I haven't painted in the last 2 years. The last time I painted, it was terrible and I ended up crying about it. But anyways, but yeah, I actually really like the shading slash rendering style. I actually, this started out back in like when I made my birthday video, and at the part where I was singing the whole being dead thing, I drew myself as Beetlejuice in the background, and like I started like experimenting more with like how to shade slash render, and I found out I really liked blending. So yeah, that's what I did there, and I actually really like it, and that's pretty much my current blending slash rendering style over here. So yeah, I really like it. So here's some examples of drawings. These are the most recent drawings, or at least the most recent digital drawings I've done with it. This drawing of Beetlejuice in all of his glory, this drawing I'm really proud of. It took me from November of 2025 to like late February to early March of 2026, which I have no idea why it took me that long. It was probably because I was working on other videos, but I still really like this, and I'm really proud of it. I was testing out how to do like character sheets, or like just like the backdrops over here I really like. I was also testing out like colored outlines for the drawings. My favorite one specifically might have to be Beetlejuice in his red his red 40 Cheeto Beetlejuice over here when he sings the Whole Being Dead Thing Part 4. I'm still mad that this song is not in the cast recording of the musical, but who cares? And my other favorite one is Beetlejuice in his wedding getup with his like cowboy hat. I actually really liked shading his mom's severed leg. I don't know, I like unironically really liked doing that. We have this drawing over here I did recently, like I don't remember when, of Springtrap swinging his axe to a predator from TDX in Area 51. Look, I'm not actually gonna tell you context as to why I drew this, just see it, and it's cool, okay? I'm proud of this, and I don't know, I love Springtrap. I'll do the line. The darkest pit of hell is open for business. Anyways, I have this drawing over here of my really good friend Jaden's persona slash Roblox avatar slash character Mewtwo. I actually am pretty proud of this one. As you can see from the highlights, I actually took inspiration from Orb and how she colors and highlights her drawings. I actually really like this. It took me a while and I was feeling incredibly drained after drawing this, so that's why the background looks a bit lackluster, but I'm actually really proud of how I shaded and rendered this, so yeah. And last but not least, my most recent digital drawing of when I'm recording this. This is Ganrot and Killer Cat. This is my friend Nemesis's characters and stuff. And yeah, I really like this. I went full on Orb while shading slash rendering this, and I'm really proud. I wish I could have shaded and colored the chains a bit more, but overall I'm very proud of how I did this. So thank you Orb for the, you know, coloring and stuff. Please check her out. Her art is immaculate, actually immaculate, like otherworldly. But yeah, I'm really proud of this, and yeah, that's basically it with my new shading slash rendering style. I really hope I can find my own and not like copy Orb with everything. I'm just, you know, this is me experimenting, and you know, that's what this is. This is me experimenting with colors and stuff, and I hope I get to do do it more. So yeah, pretty cool. But anyways, I think that might be it for this whole section of the video. I will have to significantly edit this video down so this video isn't like 40 minutes long. But yeah, thank you so much for listening to me yap about random topics. On to the next part of the video, which is basically the end. So yeah, thank you for sticking around. Yeah, I know this isn't the biggest change of all time, but frick you, I still like it. And that's basically it for this video. Now, I know that this redesign isn't that drastic for my older version, but it doesn't have to be, you know? And you also have to understand, I've been basically using this design for like 3 whole years now. I honestly didn't really know I needed this change until I watched all those 10 to 20 art style challenge videos, so I'm very glad I did. This design is, you know, definitely subject to change, but then again, everything in life is subject to change. I'm very subject to change. But yeah, there are some other things I'd like to change and add about him, but overall I'm quite satisfied with how he looks at the moment. I'll just have to keep drawing my new guy over and over to see what I'd like and what I'd like to add in more. More things I want to share before I wrap this video up into a nice little bow. Now, even though I did want to make a gaming vid and I find it hilarious that I keep backing down on my word, I'm fine with a little art video because the main reason why I wanted to play gaming for my channel in the first place was so that I could stray away from my family being in all of my videos all the time, so yeah, hope I can experiment more with editing and different types of videos. I'm gonna be making more gaming videos, I swear. I don't know who I'm talking to. I want to make more art-related content and more art shorts like the Hamilton one I did. I honestly find it hilarious that a Hamilton short I made that didn't have that much effort put into it got like 1.8k views on my YouTube and 4.5k views on my Instagram, while a video I most likely put all my effort into only gets like 100-ish views, which kinda sucks. Look, I'm not saying I'm salty. I mean, I kinda am, but not as much as I would have been if I made that short at the time I made my introduction video, cause goodness gracious, I would have been silently fuming. But yeah, I kinda just find it more funny than anything else nowadays. One more thing, I've also been getting into a bit of voice acting, where I'm just gonna do some voice studies of characters that I like, or maybe get recommended from my friends or something. I don't really know. But yeah, I'm relatively new to voice acting characters, but I basically have experience because I've been voiceovering my videos for the past 2 years, so yeah, I got some experience there. So expect some voice acting videos and shorts soon after this video is done and uploaded. Maybe you should like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and if you want to see more. Please, I work really hard on these videos, man, and I honestly really like other people to watch my videos. I work really hard. And that's basically all I want to say. So thank you so much for watching. I hope at least one person who watches this has a great day, and here's to my new-ish persona.